As the coach's son, some of the adversity I face is the questions being asked, oh, you only play because your dad's the coach, or you started the first game because your dad's the coach. And it's just kind of hard because I've worked so hard for this, and I've worked really hard to be a part of this team, and for people just to say that, oh, it's just because your dad, that's something that I kind of take kind of hard.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got color peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I was born like this, it's born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, without you a new weapon. I know how to play, I meditate, then off your head. This that pillow against the bed, this that I got.
The Dominion game was important to us because it's our closest rival. They're the school closest to us, and it was our first game of the season, so we really wanted to come out and look really good and beat up on Dominion. And even though we didn't play great, we had a few good moments in the game that led us to victory.
Everyone had been hyping up for it, and they thought this was going to be their year, so we had to go over there and prove them that they were wrong and show them who we are as Panther basketball, just owning them. We did not play good at all, especially first half.
But we really came out in the third quarter, and we kind of went on a little 10-0 run that kind of gave us a spark, and after that 10-0 run, we kind of controlled the game from there on out.
Growing up with my dad during one of the most successful times of this program was it was cool to see. I mean, he had been working for that for a long time. I mean, coming here when the school opened, not much talent. Whenever any school opens, you don't have kids. You just don't have kids that are around. So I mean, he had to work to get towards that, and he worked hard. No one understands how hard he works. So he had worked hard for that, and seeing that younger, I mean, that's just what that's what we're trying to do now.
It was awesome. I got to come to all the games, and all the players made me feel like a part of the team. And growing up, I always wanted to be a part of it so bad. And now that I'm finally here, I want to win some state titles just like he did back in the day.
We're trying to follow his footsteps, and those teams, he always talks about them, so we have to do what they are and prove him that we are one of those teams and just show that we're capable of doing it. When people think I'm overrated, I mean, honestly, it just fuels me more to get better, get back in the gym, get some more work in, because for them to think that, it just gives me more reason to want to get better and prove them wrong. Our role on the team is a lot different than last year. I mean, last year I was a sophomore, one of the only two sophomores on the team. So I was not as much of a leader, just looking up to the guys that were the leaders. So this year I have to take after them. I'm just more of a key to this team this year than I ever was last year. Playing with my brother it's a journey. I mean, all through the years, it's just been coming up, and this is the moment we've been waiting for all of our lives.
It's cool seeing him out on the court, how he's grown as a player. He's really developed his game into being more of a two-way player, getting to the hole instead of just being able to shoot. And he's really worked on his rebounding and being able to play on-ball defense, and he's really worked hard as a player.
He's the guy on our team that brings the energy every day. He's the guy that when we're not having the energy, he brings us up. He'll yell at us, get in our face. He's the guy that you need on every team. I mean, he's just different. He's not a regular kid. He's a different kid with a lot of energy. Makes everyone laugh. He's there every day.
We've both worked towards this goal of being able to play on Potomac Falls together, and now that we're doing it, it's awesome. Back at our old house in Leesburg, in our basement, we had 2 6-foot Fisher-Price hoops, and we were both about 8. He was probably 8 and I was 10, and we would just go at it in the basement, and we'd always be trying to get our dad down. Come on, Dad, come down, let's come play basketball. And all we wanted to do in that basement was just play basketball together, and I thought that was really awesome.
We just used to go at it.
Who would win?
I would always win. I would always win. Yeah. It doesn't happen that much anymore, but when it does, I always give him crap about it. Anytime I beat him in one-on-one, I just act like it's a national championship. And he wins probably 9 out of 10 times, but that one time that I win, it's amazing.
I don't know about 9 out of 10, but.
Well, I beat you recently. The last time we played one-on-one, I won. 21-19, because I hit a 3 right at the end for that 2 points.
We got a long way to go, but just to see people starting to understand their role and you know, the way we're coming together, it's exciting. And the most exciting thing to me is we ain't even close as good as I think we've been.
I was in my dreams thinking about you. Now I don't want to fall asleep, but I'm about to. There go she a fiend, she love cloud too. I thought I was about to fall off, then I found you. Ain't no way I'm falling off, yeah, you see that I'm up now. I'm gonna keep on working till my wrist, yeah, it's on bust down. I lost all my friends, I don't got nobody to trust now. I know why they hate me, because I got the drip like faucet. Lit, I'm flawless. Hop up in the whip and took a trip, I lost it. Pull up and drop top, little boy stop, you can't afford this. Now they see me winning, oh my God, they wanna forfeit. I got the drip like faucet. Lit, I'm flawless.